Hey, good morning. Happy Father's Day, Bones, Pridge. It's Sunday, June 17th, about almost 8:30. We just left the Killington Motel. Had a very nice day. It's a great hotel. They serve you breakfast. Gentleman also roasts his own coffee, which I can attest is quite good. And leaving the lovely town of Killington. And today we're going to do like 16 odd miles.
Yep.
And where are we going, Bones?
I can't tell the name of that shelter.
We're going to a shelter at like...
Winnipie or Winnipie?
Yes, Winnipie shelter at like mile 16 point something. And we're hoping to... Is it going to rain tonight?
Not tonight.
So probably 10 tonight, which is awesome.
Yep.
And we'll probably meet up with our friends Reboot and Milo.
And maybe a mousetrap.
And maybe Mousetrap. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So today is day 113. Beginning now. Talk to you later. Heading into the woods, crossing a bridge. This beautiful little waterfall here. And let me show you the other side of this bridge where it's going, because wow, looks really nice down here. Goes into that almost like a gorge and then out into a lake. Really nice. We'd stick around, but we've already been bitten a bunch by mosquitoes. So we're gonna keep on moving here. See you later. Hiking on a beautiful boardwalk here. A couple of miles in, still morning. It's a little warm out here. And the trail's been beautifully maintained this morning, which is a big plus. Beautiful stone stairs. Very nicely built boardwalk here in good repair. It's always a pleasure when you find those areas that you're not having to, really struggle to get down a hill because it's just a muddy slope. This is very nice. I don't take it for granted, because a lot of it isn't as nice as this, but this is well done. So thank you to the Vermont area volunteers here. Really, really nice. Hiking along around probably mile 11 or 17, 11 or 12. Came to a steep section. There's, holy smokes, there's Bones working his way down the ladder. First time we've seen a ladder on the painting ladder on the AT. Locked in place so people don't steal it, like he was saying. Okay, well, I got to put this phone away so I don't die going down. See you. Hi guys. I've seen next to no flowers today up until a minute ago when I started seeing these dwarf dogwoods. And they're quite nice. They grow in bogs across the United States. The leaves look just like dogwoods, as do the flowers, but I'm guessing they're only about 3 to 4 inches tall. Very nice. You can see a bit more here maybe going this way and in the shaded areas. And again, today's been unusual insofar as we're like 12 miles into the day, and just now are the first flowers I had seen all day. And yesterday we saw no end of dogwood and lady slipper and dwarf dogwood and others. So pretty interesting stuff. Oh well, continue our climb. This, as a separate note, has been the hardest climbing day, I'd say, in months. I will maybe get the stats on it by the time we get to the shelter, but it's been up and down thousands of feet, often in over short distances. A pretty warm day with no breeze, so it's been challenging to say the least. Oh well, talk to you later. Days today? 114. Good morning. Day 114, 119 for Bones. This is the Winturi shelter. That's Reboot heading out on the trail. It's 6:11. Oops, sorry, that's my poles. We're starting early because we're fearful of rain. And it's supposed to have thunderstorms today. And we're hoping if we leave early, we'll minimize our exposure to the thunderstorms and pouring rain. Planning on doing 21 miles today, so it's going to be a hard day. But that's also part of the reason to start early. And yeah, this was a decent campsite. See you later. And we all tented. It was great for tenting. There's only 1 or 2 people in the shelter. We try and avoid that unless it's raining. That's it for now. Talk to you later. We've come out of the woods at mile 1725 into a beautiful field. A couple of houses down below. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to go across that road and up the hill. But it's only 7:30. We hit the trail at like 10 past 6 this morning. And we're going 21 miles. We're trying to knock off miles quick because there's an ever-present danger of heavy thunderstorms today. And we're lucky we've missed the first cell, but AccuWeather says there's like a 50% chance of risk any hour during the day. We'll try and stay at a shelter tonight. Well, we're really pushing for one to stay dry, keep our tents dry. And so far it's been very pleasant hiking for Bones, myself, and Reboot. I'll talk to you later. Back to waist-high weeds here. And I'll have to do a tick check as soon as we get through this mess. These are the places that any hiker would be grateful for volunteers to mow along the trail or weed whack. A few hundred yards of that is tolerable, but not desirable. Looks like we get some more ahead. I bet we're heading down to the roadway, which is half a mile or so ahead of us. Oh well, gotta focus on trying to stay dry and getting through these tall weeds. We see a lot of dead toppled trees on the trail, and you have to go around or over them. This is a pretty interesting one, that it's just perched straight up in the air, just based upon the size of it, and the rest of the tree is going down the hill. And I can assure you, this is bigger and taller than me. I walked right underneath it. So that was pretty cool. 6, 7, 8 feet in the air. Oh well, tons of hills today. It's hot, muggy, and we're all sweating bullets, but oh well, that's the nature of the trail. Hey guys, about 9:30 in the morning, coming through yet another field, and I happen to see these beautiful lupins here. Nice little stand of these beautiful spring wildflowers. Haven't seen many of these at all here as well, so it's especially attractive. And for whatever reason, there's no bees on them. The ones I've grown in my wildflower garden have been covered with bees. We also just came out of the woods, and we saw syrup lines or sap lines coming out of the trees. So the farmer around here is making maple syrup, so I explained that to my fellow hikers, all of whom are Southerners. And gentleman Reboot ahead of me, Carolina's retired cop, I told him that all those lines are going to run to a sugar shack where that gets boiled off for maple syrup. And he informed me that a sugar shack down south means something altogether different. And that would often involve the police. Oh well, I still like maple syrup. Hi guys, coming up a hill here, and an owl is being chased by other birds, and it's in the tree. I presently don't see it, but want to get my camera at the ready. Oh, you see him. Look at him.
Looking right at us.
Hopefully you can see that. I can see him. Yeah, he's staring right at us. Let me get a better position. It's a beautiful owl. Now I can't see him. Is he still there?
I think he's he's right here in this tree, between the two branches.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I see him in the camera. Probably not a great view, but he's staring right down at us at a magnificent owl being chased by blue jays. And you can see him there, just looking at us. Nice to see wildlife like that. Oh well, I'm sorry my camera isn't better, and I'm shaking because I'm on a steep hill. I'm all sweaty. Okay, enough of that. Hello, Monday, June 18th, just after noon time. Still have another 8+ miles to go on our 21-mile day. It's been super steep, super hot, big thunderstorms coming, but we go in and out of these beautiful fields, and what you're looking at is this plant here, which I don't know what it is, but you know, most people call it a weed. It's funny how what you call a weed, when you see it in a beautiful field, you think it's fantastic. But look how pretty that field is, surrounded by mountains. You can see a lot of haze in the mountains. My wife, I checked in with my wife, and she said there was a heat and air quality alert. Just been so hot and humid. I guess there's a lot of ozone, and so we're feeling it now. There's 4 of us, actually 5. Reboot, Milo, Bones, Pritch, and another gentleman, a retired colonel from the U.S. Air Force Academy named Hoot. He's a great hiker, and we're just all kind of hurting, even though we still have 8+ miles to go in our 21-mile day. So many hills, steep up and downs the last 2 days. It's so deceiving. On a very positive note, you can see the beautiful grass here. There's been far less terribly rocky sections and rooty sections than we're used to. So, you know, that has spared my feet the worst of it. They're still pretty dang sore right now. And Milo similarly suffers from foot problems. I have Morton's neuroma, which is a drag, but on my toes, I'm feeling it. But still, 8 miles to go, and the positive news, my wife reported that there's a good chance we could miss the thunderstorms, that they're not expected to hit in this area until around 5, and we're hoping to get to the shelter between 4 and 5. So we'll see. It's kind of a reason to keep hauling, so we can try and keep from getting entirely drenched and maybe hit by hail. See you later. Hi everyone, we just came over the bridge in West Hartford, so we came over that bridge right there, and we were waved over here by Randy, who's a trail angel, so I'll let Randy introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Randy Hart. My wife and Linda, my wife and myself have been flagging on hikers for almost 20 years. So.
That's amazing. You know, we are so hot today, it's blazing hot, dehydrated, staggering down the road, and Randy called us over and gave us some sodas and crackers. Oh man, it just hit the spot at the right time, so thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hey, good morning. Day 115. We're at the Happy Hill shelter. We sheltered here in the pouring rain. We all got soaked before we got in. Day 115 for Pritch, Tuesday, June 19th. What day for you, Bones?
120.
What day for you, Milo?
I don't even know. It's my 8th week.
8th week. He's a flip-flopper. You also said something about this shelter?
Yes, apparently this was one of the oldest shelters, not the original shelter, not on this spot, a little further north.
Wow.
Built before the Appalachian Trail was...
So that means over 75 years. And look who came in during the night, during the pouring rain. Our Five Eyes partner from Australia, Transformer. Yes.
Good to see you, Pritch.
Yeah, young, strong guy who goes way past us and then apparently goes off trail to party or relax for a few days, and then we see him a few days later. But great seeing you, Transformer.
Yeah, you too.
And you'll probably pass us 3 more times before it's all done. See you later. Thank you, 272 Elm, for your kindness and giving us Cokes this morning outside of Norwich, Vermont. Much appreciated. We all enjoyed a Coke. And now we're heading back to the trail down this super steep road. And after the rainy and incredibly muggy day yesterday, it's partly cloudy. You can see that? And cool. We all have wet clothes on, but our body heat is drying it off, so it's actually pretty good. It's going to be a great day. We're going to be in Norwich in a half hour, get some resupply there, and then continue through to Hanover. A couple of folks here have some packages at the post office. We're hoping to get both a quick breakfast and a lunch. in both places and some resupply. All good. Talk to you later. Pretty wildflower here that Hoot pointed out to me. It's a campion, and that's a white campion, and this is a pink campion. Very nice, very interesting shaped flower. Check that out on the side. We're just in a drainage ditch by the side of the road, and again, stopping a ton here. We got to get hauling to get into Norwich, Vermont. Get on with our day. But it's just been such a beautiful walk here. We can't seem to cover the mileage fast enough. Talk to you soon. Hi guys, we just had a 30-minute detour at Dan & Witt's General Store. And check this out. Hate does not grow in the rocky soil of Norwich, Vermont. They have everything in there. So we bought all sorts of stuff, and I was checking out, and the lady said, "Are you a hiker?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she ran into the back of the store and gave us 4 macaroni and cheese dinners and 4 breakfast sandwiches. She said those are the day-olds that they give to hikers, and we ate most of them. And then I went looking for a water spigot, and I went behind this beautiful inn. It's their sign is obscured. You can see it there, Norwich Inn, fine food and lodging and brewery. I went behind here looking for a hose. One of the people working there sees me and he says, "Follow me." I thought I was in trouble, brought me into the bar and gave me water right from the bar, chilled water. Beautiful inside here. Holy smokes, if I had the time and money, I'd probably want to stay there. But it was gorgeous inside that building, and consistent with everything else we've experienced. To date, the nicest people on the entire Appalachian Trail, by far, as measured by kindness towards hikers, picking up hitchhikers, free things, encouragement, kindness, have been Vermont. So way to go, Vermont. Really enjoying this. Dan & Witt's General Store in Norwich, Vermont. Hi guys. We're leaving the beautiful state of Vermont with the kindest people in the country. And we're crossing over a bridge. This is the Connecticut River. Look how pretty that looks. And there it goes that way. Very nice. And somewhere up here is the border with New Hampshire. So when we get to this point, you can see my fellow tourists here taking endless pictures. But think about it. We've done Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont. Now we're into New Hampshire. So this is the 13th state we're entering. Be here probably for a week and a half or so, or more. And then we'll be in our last state. But it's a big day. It's a good day. Wonderful weather. And we just had some nice food in Norwich, and we're gonna get some more stuff in Hanover, New Hampshire. Excellent. Over and out. Passing through Hanover and starting to see the kinds of buildings and housing you'd expect of an Ivy League school, Dartmouth College. But it's a very beautiful town here, and kind of pricey, but absolutely gorgeous. A classic New England town. Fantastic. Well, back to walk. We're in the woods outside of Dartmouth. Have left the athletic grounds. Super steep trail initially. They had ropes going up the trail, and hiking in a beautiful forest. Bones and Reboot are ahead. Milo's with me. I've already got us lost. We just unfortunately had to spend 5 miles walking backwards to 5 minutes rather, walking backwards to retrace our steps. But yep, we're taking a turn here. But you can kind of get a feel for this as a cold or cool and beautiful shaded forest. Coming out of the deep forest here to a swamp, it looks like. Maybe a boardwalk if we're lucky. How neat is this? Wow, look at that. I like it. This bridge isn't entirely straight, but it's not bad. Surprised we're not seeing more birds out there. Birds generally love the cat and nine tails for for seeds, but I guess the seeds haven't come out this year yet. Looks like we're going back into the woods here. But before we do, we have to walk through some tall grass, which I don't like that much at all due to the tick situation, but we'll clean ourselves off in a minute. Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, June 20th, day 116. What day for you, Bones?
Day 121.
And we just left the Moose Mountain shelter where we tented. It was some really nice tent sites, inaccurately described as only 2 or 3 tent sites, but there was probably 8 or 10 people tenting here, so that was the good news. We were in a panic when we realized there's only a handful of, Guthook said only a handful of tent sites, so we ran up the hill. Unnecessarily, mind you. This place is also famous for its privy, which I did not use. Used the woods this morning. It is a open area privy, so it has, strangely has I guess 4 poles to put a roof over your head, but 4 open walls for the privy. And one of our party, Milo, who did use it, said the people at the shelter could look down and see him on the privy. So, a little bizarre. I don't know what the reason is for that, but maybe not ideal. But the woods are always ideal. But regardless, today we're heading to the Hexacube shelter, and that is how many miles, Bones?
A little over 17.
A little over 17. Holy cow. There are a ton of ups and downs today. No massive mountains, but it's just, you go up, you go down, you don't go on any flat surface, and we're going to do that all day long. So, it'll be interesting to see how that feels on my feet. But it's we're out here fairly early, despite my generally slow starts. It's 6:45 in the morning, and it's another lovely day. You can see the sun above the trees. And again, it's Wednesday, and then Thursday afternoon or evening, my wife's going to pick us up. So it's all good. We're in New Hampshire. Everything is great. We're chugging along. Talk to you later. Hey guys, we're hiking on a beautiful ridge line here. Not that we have great views, but you can see the sun working its way through the trees. Bones and I still have our jackets on. It's cold up here, and it's really nice though. It's forest is very lush. All these ferns on either side of the trail. For all you wildflower lovers, I haven't seen anything in bloom, but there's plenty of trillium orchid type plants that are past blooming at this point. Seen quite a few of those, but it's right now it's just kind of pleasant, even though it's going to be a day of significant ups and downs. Right now it's just kind of lovely hiking along the tree line here, so that's it for now. Good morning again. Another beautiful view. Don't know what it is. It's trees on the top, so it can't be Moosilauke. It's possible that's the backside of Cannon Mountain, because Cannon has trees on the backside of it, and I see a little, what I think is a little bit of a tower, and Cannon has a tower on top of it for TV stations and radio stations, so my best guess is that's the backside of Cannon Mountain. But not for sure. I don't know if you can see it on looking at the video. There's a little vertical thing coming up from near the top, and I think that's the TV antenna at the top of Cannon. Hi guys, coming out of the woods, heading into a bog or swamp. You can see water through there, and this is my nemesis. This is high grass. Wow, this water's flowing pretty good, Bones, right here. Sorry about that. I'm just yelling to my partner, Bones. And wow, wait, yeah, look at that. Better than, more attractive than I expected. That is pretty. Wow. There's beautiful mountains in the background. Lovely New Hampshire. And check this out. this is the state of the trail. This is the boardwalk broken, and so I'm going to have to shut this off and try and find my way through here without dropping my phone in the drink. See you later. Hi everyone. We're at Holt Sledge. They've got a fence up now for people's protection, as well as this. There's a peregrine falcon nesting on these cliffs. This cliff's behind us, and beautiful view. And just behind us is a Dartmouth ski area, which is very nice as well. How beautiful those mountains are, and what a day. And there's a unfortunate soul who died at the age of 20. He's got a poem from Robert Frost, who's a legend up here in northern New Hampshire. This was his summer home until he passed in the 70s. I'll read it to you. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Yeah, Sugar Hill in Franconia was his summer home, and a year-round home was in southern New Hampshire. I believe he died in the 70s. But what a lovely day. Lovely. Now we've gone off trail here, so we just killed like probably 20 minutes or more. But it was worth it. It was good. No sign of the peregrine falcon, which we'd all love to see. But maybe on the way back we'll see something. And I'll pull out my camera. So this fence is to protect the peregrine falcon, but if you believe the description, I think it might be to protect hikers, because at the edge of that grass is an absolute sheer cliff. Not survivable, by the way. You can tell some people have kind of wandered over there anyways. And some beautiful butterflies eating on the, drinking the nectar from the clover. How nice. Beautiful. Beautiful day in New Hampshire. Hi guys. Beautiful flowers on this little bush. I've seen a few of these before, but I haven't had signal in order to use my app that could tell me what kind of plant it is. But it's really interesting. It doesn't have a huge scent, a little bit. Different foliage than what I think of. Oh well, I haven't seen much foliage of late, or rather I should say flowers of late. So that's a nice little diversion. Hey guys, we've gone 2 miles. There's one of our suffering souls. There's the other one. We've gone 2 miles up an incredible rock face, and we got 2 more miles to go. And if you look at the top of that hill there, that's where we're going. And we're going to have a flat spot in between the 2 mountains, and then climb that little tiny mountain. It's been a hard day. The last 3 days have been shockingly challenging, and but the weather's been great, so overall we're lucky. Hey guys, truly brutal climb up Smarts Mountain, and all wet rocks, and continues. We just went up a wooden set of stairs, and now we're going up rebar. So this phone's going to go back in the pocket because this would be ugly to fall on this. But it's all soaking wet. Hey everyone, we're at the fire tower at Smarts Mountain. It was a brutally hard climb coming up here. I have to say the last 3 days, for me, Pridge, I'd say they're the 3 hardest climbing days in a row. And just showing you, this is the White Mountains over here. It's not clear to me what Lafayette is because I'm used to seeing Lafayette and climbing it, but I don't see a rocky exposed mountaintop, so I'm not quite sure. But it does look beautiful. Looks beautiful in all directions. It's very nice up here in a clear, calm day. Probably 65 bones, what do you think?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, it's a slight breeze. That was a brutal climb. Now we have a steep downhill, and with my feet I prefer the uphill part to the downhill, but I'll take it all. Good stuff. Hey guys, we're at mile 1776. Yep, that's the number. Crossing Jacob's Brook. We're on a beautiful, beautiful bridge. And it looks gorgeous down below. And it continues gorgeous for some time, but it's very nice down there. And as often in these cases, you have a little pool down here where you're camping and you had the time. You could rest your feet, take a little bath. It's all good. We're, what are we, 2 miles? Mile and a half from our Hexacuba shelter and tent site. Good morning, day 117. Camped at the Hexacube shelter. Met a lot of old friends who came in late. Rivers is still sleeping up the hill. This surly looking gentleman here is Landfill. And this is the old gang. There's Landfill. Say hi, Landfill.
Hey, Landfill. Hi, Landfill.
There's the old guys. And here's some other section hikers. This is pretty interesting shelter. And this gentleman here from Norfolk, we had a great discussion about extermination. Excellent conversation. Oh, well. And nice meeting you, sir. And there.
All right,
Okay.
the guy in the hammock.
There you go. You take care. Day 117 starts now. Excellent prognosis since the wife's picking us up a little after 2 o'clock. And we'll get showers and relaxation. So pretty cool day ahead. Take care. Hey, good morning. We just started out. We had a short but brutal climb to the top. We're in this shoulder of Cube Mountain. You can see some of the mountains we passed over there. Further back there's Dartmouth College ski area. We passed over all of those mountains. If you look closely at this big mountain here, you can see a fire tower, just a little nub at the top. We climbed over that too. The amazing thing with hiking is you see something really far back and you realize, oh, I climbed over that 4 hours ago or 8 hours ago. And I'm going to climb up here with Bones and look at what else I got to see. What do you see, Bones?
Beautiful mountains, no doubt about
Some lucky people living down there. How pretty that is with their own lake. This is just fantastic. Sun coming up. Milo staring at me. Yeah, it makes for a good day. Milo might be assigned dog walking routines when we get to North Woodstock, but could end badly with Noosh, as I know. Milo ever optimistic, thinking this good in all dogs. Oh, well, enough of that. Hey guys, steep climbs today. Sweating bullets. It's only 7:30 in the morning, but this is what we faced. This is actually the easy part when you kind of come out of the woods and you have these granite outcrops that you just work your way up. This would be very problematic in the rain. This granite is all worn down and kind of shiny. I would be slipping and sliding here for sure. But beautiful views. You just never end up here. And that's the Dartmouth ski area. Is that like a yellow finch in front of us? Maybe, I think so. I see yellow on it, on its head, on its wings. And that dead branch. It's getting hazy out here. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's where we came from. Very nice. Hey guys, we're on our way to Glenncliff, 8 miles out, and we just had great fortune. An amazing trail angel here and his beautiful girl dog was on the trail and made us breakfast, lunch, and dinner all in one plate. 7 pounds worth of eggs and cheese. It was really awesome.
This is Wilma. She's one of the omelet dogs.
She's
and
so
I'm
cute.
Carl, the omelet guy.
Wow.
And I set up here during the summer to help all the hikers. Basically, I tell them I'm going to feed you and then boot you in the butt to help get you over the whites. Get you up Moosalok and keep you on your way to Katahdin.
That's awesome. Well, it's really appreciated. Really appreciate your hospitality and kindness, and just hit the spot.
Oh, well, I'm glad to help everybody out. It means the world to me when people stop and I get to visit and meet people, like say, from all over the states and all over the world. That's the amazing part that I never dreamt of. So And I like to cook and bake, so
Yeah,
that helps there too.
good deal. Of course, anyone with a dog is always kind, so that's
There you go.
that's one of my criteria as well. So thanks again.
You bet, no problem.